I think society has actually forgotten about older people.
I have to make decisions whether I eat or I heat the bungalow.
I've noticed the food prices have definitely jumped up. I go to the food bank.
I needed financial help. I think there should be more help for people who are ill through no fault of their own.
After being married for 33 years, my husband left me. He left me with debts. It was hard at first. Had to struggle with the thought that he'd left me and trying to find out how to get help with all the different bills and that they were coming in. The price of all the electricity and the food and everything's just going up. I have to make decisions whether I eat or I heat the bungalow. And with it being on the end, it is a cold bungalow. I really struggle at times. We've worked all our lives and given our time and everything to everybody, and I think now maybe we should get a little bit more back.
I worked in a care home for 15 years in the kitchen, which I loved. Money was my main concern. I didn't have any money to live on. I had nothing sometimes, so it was very difficult. I was a constant worrier. Unfortunately, I was out of the league of the pension credit. I'm just £2 off it, and that means I pay for my glasses and my dental care. And when I had to find that money, that meant that cut into my food money. £2 a week over in my pension, which I don't think is quite right. I go to the food bank. I just go once a month because I feel as if I can manage, but if I can't manage, I would go more. I can't go for a cup of tea or buy a wee meal with your friends. No, I can't do it. So you just forget it. I'm very cautious with money and I'm very careful. I try to be very careful to make sure I've got enough to get me my food.
I worked for BT for 28 years and then I retired. My husband did all the finances, I didn't. Unfortunately, 2.5 years ago, my husband had a fall and then dementia, and he's now in a nursing home. Money that we had obviously had to be used, and that was used in help out with a lot of the bills. That's where the problem started. We still had a mortgage. What we had to do was we sold the house that we had and bought the main door flat that we're in now, which helped. But I am still mortgaged until, I don't know, been another, I think, 10 years. I've got my small pension and my old age pension, and my husband's pension is taken up by all the things that you need per month. Electricity, nursing home fees, petrol, daily living, and that's all consumed in my husband's pension. Mentally, it's not been easy, but financially, it's quite a drop. It's quite a drop. I get pension credit and I also get attendance allowance. It makes a difference that I'm able to live normally. I needed financial help and I needed financial advice.
I started working for the NHS at King's College. I loved being a nurse, especially the last years of my nursing career where I was in pediatric intensive care. My job was actual exercise because it was running left, right and center. And then I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis. I had my first knee replacement on the right. And 3 months later, I had my second knee replacement. I still have debt, especially with the mortgage. So with the attendance allowance and pension credit, we are managing. I've got good neighbors. We are like family, actually. We've got a food bank up the road. I can't go because I have to go for physio. So one of my neighbors usually brings it for me when she can. They used to give us a lot of vegetables like greens and stuff, but Now it's mostly tin stuff. It makes you feel down and low, because I used to contribute to food banks before, but now finding that I benefit from that as well, it makes you feel inadequate, I can say, and like you didn't manage your life better. We used to have like 250 pounds per month, including cat food and laundry and stuff, but I found that it's extra now, so that doesn't go far. I had savings before, which dwindled and finished. By 2021, I was really struggling and looking into these charities to help. With the help of Independent Age, I've managed to get an extra £800 a month. Benefits should be better signposted for the people to know which they qualify for, which they can get. But with attendance allowance and pension credit, at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's made a lot of difference to me. I think society has actually forgotten about older people, because you actually lose your value as well. Because as a critical care nurse, I thought I was doing well in society. People respected me. And all of a sudden now I'm retired and in trouble with my creditors, and it actually gives me the low self-esteem as well. Like I say, it's like I didn't manage my life properly. It makes me get very anxious. Sometimes I can't even sleep well at night. In my language, we say life is like a wheel. We say impilo injengesondo, iqonda phezulu iqonda ezantsi. You may be up today and down tomorrow, so don't look down upon somebody who's down and think it's their fault, because life happens in a way that we don't even know.